Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faizno bin Suzaira. I'm from 3BTech. Okay, the title for my final year project report is Coaching Model for Small Medium Enterprise Business to Penetrate International Market, which supervised by Dr. Amiruddin bin Ahmad. Okay, in this research, I'm focusing on several issues, which is the suitable coaching model for the SMEs businesses and also the factors on penetrating the international market. This coaching model should be able to help the coach of the firm to help them motivate or make their staff be more focused on chasing the company's goal. International market is not something that should be taken lightly or can be simply be done as try and error move in a business, because the quantity of losses might ruin the business credibility. If we go through problem statement, there are a few things that would make us realize about the situation. First, what is the actual problem for our SME businesses to establish their product or service either local or abroad nation market? Plus, they are usually set a limit for their businesses to keep it in a small circle to avoid any losses. Secondly, does all the leaders or higher management have the knowledge about coaching, and are they able to coaching their subordinates? These issues is something that should be concern for the firm in setting their higher level of management, because the person who in the top management are the one who going to drive the company either towards their goal or part away from them. And what is actually the advantage of having an access to the international market? Because is it worth it to try something that unknown and could be a threat to the company? As we manage to detect all those problems, we are having this research with an objective to find the most suitable coaching model for the SMEs to implement in their strategic business plan, and the possible factors that should be in their consideration before make the final decision on internationalization. On chapter 2, we are briefly explained on literature review. Small medium enterprises have their own programs that planned by the SME Corporation Malaysia, which controlled by the Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Cooperative. Plus, there are also a service on business consultancy. Each small and medium firm are having their own requirement either on manufacturing service or service and other sectors. As stated by the SME Corporation in their website, manufacturing are supposed to have a turnover that not exceed 15 million ringgit or less than 200 full-time workers, while service and other sectors turnover would not be more than 20 million ringgit and less than 75 full-time workers. Coaching and leadership are actually two different things, but it can be combined together and may create something that very useful for the business. Coaching is more likely to be an occupation or an opportunity to help others to be more efficient and effective to achieve their target. And leadership is an ability or interpersonal characters that can be built with the help of coaching. As a leader have this ability, it will be a huge advantage for themselves and also to the firm. An organization requires staff and the higher management to make it run. And the job of selecting everyone into the firm is a crucial decision, as it will influence the performance of the firm. A team is described by Bush and Chu in their previous research, which its behavior is like a fluid, which means they can be shapeless, but with the right way, we can make them into a shape that we are preferring. Coaching process is a necessary growth in a management of a company towards a completely strategic business plan for their future, which combine a guided and unguided process. In this important process, the department that normally will be involved is the human resource department. This department should be familiar with the coaching model that we prefer to be implemented in the firm, because if there is any problematic stuff, it should be them to be asked about it. As one of the higher level person in the management, manager are one of the suitable candidates to be chosen as a coach. A manager should be selected based on certain specific characteristics that must have with them, because the coach itself will be the main person in charge for the training and run the programs to make sure others may follow the coaching process. Okay, what is an internalization? Internalization is an improvement for the business in terms of market competition, which they are going to expand their market rivalry into a more higher profitable chances in the international market. Internalization might seem easy from others' personal perspective because they are only looking for the profit. But on the other side, they did not realize how much the losses might be faced and what the important thing that must be considered and being taken care before doing so. There are few hypotheses that need to be tested in this research, because through this hypothesis, we can have a clear view on what we are actually want to achieve. For example, in this research, we are looking for the relationship between the capabilities of coaching the subordinates by the leader itself and the possibility of penetrating the beyond border market by the company. For the research methodology, we designed a method that would help this research to get the most specified data to be fed as a result. In other words, it will be meet the research objective and answering the research question. We are using qualitative case study method for this research, which required us to be there at those selected business working area to observe them on how they are doing their job and how their working environment looks like, because there might have some condition or situation that we could not see as we are not at those places at the time. And that condition or situation can be a good data for our result. For this research, we are expecting that we are able to find a suitable coaching model that can be implemented in any business field, which is suitable with the culture and environment of their business. Besides, by able to detect the possible factors that should be considered by the first-timer company to have an international market competition, where it may lead them to minimize their losses, or even better, may help them to avoid any of it. And finally, I'm hoping this research can have a more detailed study on this topic for any further research.